Hey! Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, great timing. Today we are breaking down something most people get completely wrong about money. Stay with me. Sitting in cash feels safe. It feels responsible. It feels smart. But here's the thing, your money is quietly shrinking every single year. That's the real bet. And nobody warns you about it. Somewhere between 150 and 300 million people own Bitcoin right now, depending on the source. Let that land. That's not a fringe group of tech nerds. That's comparable to the entire population of Russia. Maybe larger. So why are you not one of them? So what actually is Bitcoin? Think of it as digital gold. Scarce. Portable. No bank can freeze it. No government can print more of it. It lives outside the system most of us were told to trust completely. Bitcoin has a hard cap baked into its code. Only 21 million coins will ever exist. That's it. Forever. Not governments, not banks, not billionaires, nobody can change that rule. Ever. Now compare that to your dollars. Governments printed trillions in just a few years. More supply means each dollar in your wallet quietly buys you less. That's not a theory. That's what happened to you. Here's a way to picture it. Bitcoin is like a water bottle with exactly 21 million drops inside. Once it's full, no more drops. Ever. No exceptions. And scarcity, real, enforced scarcity, is what drives value. That's where it gets interesting. Here's something that shocks most people when they first hear it. Bitcoin has outperformed every major asset class over the last decade. Stocks. Gold. Real estate. All of them. Every single one. Yes, it's volatile. Painfully, stomach-churningly volatile. But long-term holders have almost always come out ahead. Time in the market beats trying to time the market. That's true here more than anywhere. Think about someone who bought Bitcoin in 2017 at nearly $20,000 right at the peak. It crashed hard. Like, brutally hard. They held. Today they're up enormously. Patience did what panic never could. Bitcoin is also borderless. Send money anywhere on Earth, typically confirmed within minutes to an hour. Transaction fees exist, but for large international transfers they can be lower than what your bank quietly charges you. No intermediaries. No Tuesday to Thursday processing nonsense. Just done. No bank can freeze it. If you store it correctly in self-custody, governments find it significantly harder to seize than traditional assets, though legal compulsion has worked in high-profile cases. For most people, properly held Bitcoin is yours. Fully. Think of it like a safe that only you have the key to. Nobody else gets in. And the big institutions? They've noticed. BlackRock. Fidelity. MicroStrategy. These aren't your cousin buying crypto at midnight on his phone. This is serious money moving in, and that matters. BlackRock alone manages over $10 trillion. 10 trillion. When they built a Bitcoin product, that wasn't a casual decision. That was a signal. A very loud one. And most people missed it completely. Whole countries are paying attention now. El Salvador became the first to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender back in 2021, though mandatory acceptance rules were later scaled back following an IMF agreement. Other nations are quietly exploring Bitcoin reserves. The map is shifting under your feet. Here's the adoption curve nobody shows you. The internet reached 2 billion users around 2010, roughly 15 years after going mainstream. Bitcoin has somewhere between 150 and 300 million estimated holders today. If the trajectory rhymes even loosely, the math gets very interesting very fast. Every 4 years, Bitcoin goes through something called a halving. The reward for mining new coins gets cut in half. Supply tightens automatically. And history shows prices tend to follow. That's not an accident. After each halving in 2012, 2016, and 2020, Bitcoin saw significant price increases in the months that followed. It's a compelling pattern. But 3 data points isn't a guarantee. It's something worth watching closely, not betting your life savings on. Eyes open. So the big question: how much should you actually put in? A number of financial advisors and institutional researchers suggest 1 to 5% of your portfolio as a starting point. Views vary. Always talk to a licensed advisor for your own situation. But that's a reasonable framework to start thinking from. Don't put your rent money in. Don't go all in. Only invest what you could watch drop 50%, half of everything you put in, without losing sleep over it. If that thought makes your chest tight, size down. The smartest way to buy? Dollar cost averaging. Pick a fixed amount. Put it in every month, no matter what the price is doing. It removes emotion. It removes bad timing. And those 2 things destroy more returns than anything else. Where do you actually buy it safely? Stick to regulated exchanges. Coinbase, Kraken, and Gemini are well-known, reputable options. Don't get clever. Don't chase obscure platforms. Boring and regulated is exactly what you want here. Once you've bought it, seriously consider moving it off the exchange. A hardware wallet looks like a USB drive. But it holds your Bitcoin and nobody else can touch it. Not the exchange. Not a hacker. Nobody but you. Bitcoin isn't perfect. It uses a lot of energy. It's still unproven at full global scale. There are real, legitimate questions nobody has fully answered yet. No rose-tinted glasses here. You deserve the full picture. But ignoring it completely is also a choice. A very deliberate one. And that choice has quietly cost a lot of people a lot of money over the last 15 years. Doing nothing is still doing something. Here's the one thing to hold on to. Bitcoin isn't a sure thing. Nothing is. But neither is doing nothing while your cash slowly loses ground. Learn it. Size it right for your life. Then decide. That's all anyone can ask of you. Thanks for watching. If this changed how you think, smash that like button. Subscribe so you never miss the next one. And drop a comment below. Seriously, what do you think about this topic? I read every single one. See you next time.